So, I gotta strap myself in for this portion of the game, huh? What's up, everybody? Swydream back here for another episode of Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. Last time, we went to Hawaii, and, we had some fun there, I guess. We went on the beach with Makoto, and we got ourselves a, where is it? A tiki keychain. And, it was nice. Hawaii trip was kind of a nice distraction, but Mona's been getting a little moody since we've been gone because he feels like he's been useless. And now, we're still going to try and search between the part for mental shutdowns and psychotic breakdowns to see who's behind both of them. However, this is where the story takes a huge downward turn. I said this before, and I don't think I'm the only one who thinks this. A lot of people say this 4-day stretch we're about to go through was the worst part of Persona 5, and I'm praying it's fixed. I'm praying it's fixed, but it's just bad storytelling choices, bad dialogue, stuff happening that really shouldn't be happening. It's all a big mess. But, well, let's just jump into this.
Hey, sis.
You just got back from your trip and you're already studying? How diligent.
How on earth she's able to do that, though, after a long flight, is beyond me.
I have souvenirs for you.
The principal of Shujin Academy has passed away.
Oh, yeah.
He suddenly stopped while crossing the road and was struck by a large vehicle. Death by external trauma.
Yeah, we saw that, didn't we?
They say suicide seems to be a strong possibility.
Principal Kobayakawa committed suicide?
But would someone about to kill themselves try to go to the police station? He even used a taxi to get there.
Huh.
Do you mean this might be another incident?
Even if he had a sudden shift in his state of mind, it's still unnatural. I can only suspect that he had a change of heart.
Are you saying he was targeted by the Phantom Thieves? But that's impossible!
How are you so certain?
Calm down, Makoto.
Well, in prior cases, the changes of heart seem to be done to make people confess their crimes. It's hard to explain, but this incident seems contradictory to their usual modus operandi.
Did Principal Kobayakawa seem any different to you lately?
How would she really know? I mean, he never really talked to anybody.
I don't really know. He rarely contacted the students, after all.
Right.
I see. Could something have happened during the school trip? Oh, you're studying. I'm sorry to bother you. Makoto? Never mind, it's nothing. Just don't get dragged into trouble, okay?
Too late. Too late.
This is bad. I'd better tell the others.
Oh, yeah. Things really took a downward turn, didn't they? It's our first time at school in a while. I'm so sleepy. You over your jet lag? No, I'm not. Still sluggish, huh? Well, same here, dude. Never mind that, though. Did you know about this? Phantom Thieves are popular now. I was surprised when we got back to Japan. People are actually paying attention to what we're gonna do next. Ain't that amazing? Uh-oh. Something big again and surprise the world.
Good morning.
Ah, shit. Good morning, Senpai. And Sakamoto Senpai, correct? Oh, never mind. False alarm. Sup, Kasumi? Oh, morning. You're back today too, huh? Yes. Yes. It's good to see you both. May I join you two on the way to school? I want to talk a bit more about the trip. And I want to hear about hear all your stories from Hawaii. You got it. Should I start with all the heroic stuff me and this dude did for the people? Dude.
Yes.
Ryuji. That sounds great. Oh no. Come on, man. You're really desperate to pick up a girl, huh? What about class? There's another urgent assembly. Is it true he died? He was really taking some heat. What's happening to the school? Are we cursed?
This has to be about you-know-what, right? With the principal.
now begin the emergency morning assembly. As many of you may already know, Principal Kobayakawa passed away yesterday.
I wonder if that suicide rumor's for real. It happened in front of the police station, didn't it? I think I was passing through there at the time.
The principal had been working hard to restore peace ever since the incident with Mr. Kamoshida. He only wished for everyone to be able to lead a normal school life. And because of that love...
Love? Really?
Love? Bullshit, he was covering something up. Everyone's been talking about it.
Maybe it wasn't suicide. Do you think the Phantom Thieves took him down?
Oh no. No, 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 no. We most certainly did not do
Phantom
that.
Thieves? Do they kill people?
Oh, nope.
I mean, Kamoshida did say he was gonna kill himself to make up for everything he did.
That would be amazing. Either way, it serves that principal right.
Hell no.
We didn't do jack.
Didn't do jack shit.
Are people gonna blame us for this too?
Yeah, they are.
To see everyone live up to our late principal's wishes as proud Shujin students. And
You know they're going to blame... Excuse me. You know they're going to blame the Phantom Thieves. Well, what can you do?
I had noticed traces of tampering. Does that mean you truly took the data from my laptop? No matter how I think about it, that would have been impossible unless Makoto was helping you. But she would never do something so foolish.
She did.
And is it true that you were completely uninvolved with the Kobayakawa case?
We don't kill.
What does this mean? But I suppose targeting someone at Shujin again and actually taking their life would be nonsensical.
Right. Jeez.
I have no reason to believe everything you've said. However, it seems you aren't the type of person who would lie just to protect themselves. I will acknowledge what I must. It's more efficient that way.
Feel like my bomb was sized deeper. There we go. Rank 4.
In any case, let's move on to the topic at hand. If you saw my investigation data, you would have had the same suspicions I did about Okumura. And if you looked into his palace, you should have seen the answer to those suspicions. Tell me, what did the Phantom Thieves do to Okumura? What did you learn from him? Why did it turn out as it did? I need you to tell me everything.
Well, shit hit the fan, to be put put it in simple terms.
Before we talk about the data we got from Sis, we need to discuss the incident with the principal.
People are already talking about it online.
Nobody's saying it's because of the Phantom Thieves. So far.
People think he did it because that tabloid exposed how he was covering up Kamoshida's abuses.
Could it be that we're responsible for Principal Kobayakawa's suicide?
Hell no.
What do you mean?
If we hadn't changed Kamoshida's heart, maybe this never would have happened.
But then Kamoshida would have kept doing what he did if we didn't go and take him down.
Right.
There's a lot of opinions online. It's only natural that he died. Covering up crimes is wrong.
The comments I've seen are similar as well. Only the Phantom Thieves are on our side. I wish the Phantom Thieves would take down the police and the politicians of this country.
It's not just the news. There's even Phantom Thieves merchandise now. I never expected we'd end up such a big deal.
It seems like the public would rather believe in us than in the adults.
That's scary, isn't it?
People are trying to get the Phantom Thieves to solve societal problems, not just personal ones.
This is kinda scary.
Are we really doing the right thing?
I mean, the principal was covering stuff up, right? I guess he got what was coming to him.
Whoa, guys, let's get back on topic. Weren't we going to discuss the data we obtained from Nijima?
You tell them, Minari.
Why me?
Yusuke.
First, Prosecutor Nijima has been looking into the continued cases of people suddenly collapsing. It seems she is searching for a common thread to tie them all together. Some parts seem to be speculation, but she has cited a beneficiary of the majority of these incidents. The corporation Okumura Foods. More prominently, its CEO, Kunikazu Okumura.
Okumura? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
Big Bang Burger.
From Big Bang Burger.
Big Bang Burger? For real?
You know, they only got famous sometime in the past few years. They even had a branch in Hawaii.
It says here they benefited both from scandals and the resignations of their competitors' executives.
That would seem to be the case. This is too suspicious, though. Only one CEO is profiting from these seemingly accidental incidents. I think it's natural to suspect he's intentionally causing them.
You sure about that? You're really just going on word of
Get that,
mouth, but
still, we have even more evidence than that. Tell them, Futaba.
They already tried putting Okumura's name in the nav. He has a palace for sure.
oh boy.
That settles it then. He's totally our next target.
We're really just gonna go jump headfirst into a palace without really knowing too much about Kunikazu Okumura? I mean, yes, he's exploiting his employees, and that's not cool, but going into a palace just for that reason and not really having any other reason is just not good.
That's right. Okumura is at the top of the rankings after all.
Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit that he's at the top of the rankings. I mean, Mona, you're basically going in there. You want to go to Okumura's palace just because he's on top of the rankings. He may be suspicious, but you're really just going just because he's at the top of the rankings. Which, last time I checked, a phantom thief doesn't go into a palace just for the sake of popularity. There has to be a bigger reason other than just being popular for wanting to go into a palace, so.
Hold on. That doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. If we jump into this too carelessly.
Thank you. At least someone in this room has some sense.
Beyond that, this Phantom Thieves fad is unsettling.
Thank God Yusuke's here. He's like the only party member around here who makes sense sometimes.
Yeah, the excitement levels don't feel normal. We might want to let things calm down a bit first.
Yeah, I agree. Two people in here make sense.
You too, On? You're just gonna go against what people want?
Huh? No, but...
For real?
Looks like we're not gonna agree today then.
Sheesh, some team you are. What's with all the hesitation? I can't stand this. Even you, Ryuji. You just back down the second someone disagrees with you.
Fuck you, Mona.
What?
I guess all you've been talking about is using the Phantom Thieves' name to pick up girls anyway. Being hyped up because of the popularity is fine, but getting conceited over it is unacceptable.
You son of a bitch. You were doing just the same thing 5 seconds ago.
Hey, aren't you acting for your own benefit here too?
Right.
My appearance might have changed, but I'm still an admirable human. At the very least, I'm more admirable than some carnal blonde monkey.
You little...
Fine. I can take on some small-time target like Okumura on my own. Sorry, but it looks like I'll be getting the credit for solving the mental shutdown mystery.
So you're really just going to the palace, not only because he's on top of the rankings, but you just want to boost your fucking ego, which is already big as the sun.
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable! I'm going to show you who the useless one actually is.
Alright then, bring it on!
Ryuji, stop!
Why are you yelling at Ryuji? This is Mona's fault. Like, all Ryuji did was point out Morgana's own hypocrisy, and the cat couldn't take it.
Looks like I don't belong here after all. Well, this is goodbye.
All Ryuji did was point out Morgana's own hypocrisy, and the fact that Morgana couldn't take it, that's kind of you, but...
Morgana, wait! See you.
Again, all Ryuji did was point out Morgana's own hypocrisy, and the feline can't take it, ditching the group and leaving every single party member here, including the gamers here,
Back in no time.
completely unsatisfied.
Damn it!
Yet On, and I'm sure the other Phantom Thieves are going to shit on Ryuji for this, when in reality, the one who should be shitting on,
I'm human.
is
I
Mona.
have to be.
I have no sympathy for Morgana here. Like, the game is trying to make me feel sympathetic for Mona and make him try to pull the he's useless card. I don't. I don't feel that sympathy. I just don't. And it just makes Mona just less likable of a character.
Alright. I've managed by myself before, and I can do it again now. I just need to take down Okumura before those guys do. Huh? That kitty.
Yes, and this palace has my favorite, I won't say favorite character, but
I can't believe
my
this.
favorite girl finally gets in here, but even that can't make up for the utter clusterfuck that is this game's bad storytelling. It is bad at this point, and I'm not going to pull any
The public believes in the
punches.
justice of the Phantom Thieves. They have no interest in that principle.
A YouTuber I say I know, but a YouTuber who he explains how bad Okumura's palace was in the base game, and I'll probably put a link to his video in the description because he can explain what makes this storytelling so bad in this portion of the game.
Frustration. My comments on TV turned everyone against me.
I'll put his video in the description because, again, he can explain this part much better than I can.
Then again, I won't allow mere criticism to break my spirit so easily.
We won't keep letting ourselves be defeated either. My suspicion after the hacker's case last month is now conviction thanks to the principal's death. The mental shutdown cases and the psychotic breakdowns are surely the Phantom Thieves' doing.
Are you fucking serious, Sai? You gotta be kidding me. How can you tie the mental shutdowns and the psychotic breakdowns to the Phantom Thieves? Granted, both have changes of heart. That's one thing. But a psychotic breakdown and a mental shutdown is when the person is actually killed. Of all the cases of the Phantom Thieves, you haven't heard of one single death. You heard of Kamoshida, Madarame, and Kaneshiro all turning themselves in. You didn't hear anybody from Medjet being killed, did you? A mental shutdown and a psychotic breakdown equals death. What we've been doing, changing a heart, does not equal death. You should know this.
I remember the data you showed me about Okumura foods. Is that the basis for these beliefs?
There have been frequent occurrences of mental shutdowns surrounding Okumura recently. If only there was a clear connection between him and the Phantom Thieves. Well, it would be problematic if there wasn't one.
So, you're jumping the gun here.
Yeah, big time.
You really told a man you would terminate his parental authority based purely on your speculation?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you would say such a thing to the owner of a cafe you frequent.
It's all for the sake of the case.
You may have the backing of the SIU's director, but you've been far too aggressive, Sai-san. You're trespassing into police territory. Don't say nobody warned you if this becomes an issue later.
My superiors told me the same thing.
We first need to know what methods the Phantom Thieves are using. The police can't make a move unless that becomes apparent, after all.
This opponent can't be caught by following the rules. What need is there to stick to formalities?
So, you wish to ignore protocol in order to reform society. I hope you realize that's no different than what the Phantom Thieves are doing. It's a shame. Especially since we both want to capture the culprit behind the psychotic breakdowns.
I'm really messed up.
Yeah, this is what you get, Mona. Again, I feel no sympathy for this cat.
We dispose of it.
Leave it be. We do not have time to waste on a solitary feline.
Is this really impossible alone?
Hell yeah, it is.
How horrible!
Huh?
What? I can't see. Who's there, Esther?
Okay, how did Mona get in the palace? But how did she get in here? How did she get into the palace?
Hey, have you seen Morgana?
No, and I don't care.
I see. I just kinda expected he'd come home when he got hungry. Oh, maybe he went to someone else's place. Let's ask.
Morgana's still not back. He hasn't come back yet? The food's still in his bowl. Do you think he really just took off like that? He's a cat, so it's possible he got into an accident. Does he really seem to be the type who would go off and die on us like that, though? It's just been one day. All worrying too much. He's probably just off doing his own stuff. I mean, he used to live alone, remember? Just don't worry about it. I'm sure he'll come back if something happens.
Aren't they all being way too cold about this? Oh well. Have a good day.
Let's see.
There's no one like the Phantom Thieves.
I don't buy that our principal's death was an accident. I think the Phantom Thieves killed him. You think the Phantom Thieves murdered him? Why? Think about Kamoshida's victims. The principal's just as guilty for keeping quiet about it. People who take advantage of others for their own personal gain need to disappear. In fact, we need a scumbag cleansing to purify the world. What the hell, man?
That's disappointing.
Yesterday, my wife threw out one of my books without asking me. The Okumura Way, and it was even signed. With his logical management skills, he revived his company that was on the verge of bankruptcy. He then started Big Bang Burger, a bold and creative venture. Okumura's words are a philosophy of life on life itself. How could she sell that to a secondhand shop? But, in times like these, getting one's mind to switch gears is key. Wouldn't you agree, Blazer-kun? A secondhand shop is mostly meant for sale of goods and supporting charitable causes, but...
Do you know the answer?
What does a pawn shop offer that a secondhand shop doesn't? Shoot. Yeah, money loans for collateral.
This is it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Correct. Thrift stores are comparatively less focused on money management, but larger businesses could donate unused stock to them and use them as a tax write-off that way. It takes incredible business acumen to figure out how to be both profitable and charitable at once. Ah, there we go. I too really need to focus on my knowledge now, don't I? I just remembered, there are rumors that President Okumura may be getting into politics. It is true that the current administration is incompetent in a number of ways. I would love to have a charismatic man like him leading our country. Just a businessman? Oh shit. Oh god, a businessman running the country. Oh boy, we all know how that's going right now in the US. Hey, come straight home once school's over, okay? What's up? We're gonna wait together in case Morgana comes home. That ain't happening. Mona's not coming home. Come straight home. He ain't coming back. I'm on the bet.
Intruder, after them. Where did they go? We must find them.
Huh?
Another one has been located. Be on guard. There are 2 of them. Divide and pursue.
Intruders discovered. Commencing pursuit protocol.
Mona's still not home.
Great, man, who gives a shit?
I'm sure he'll come back when he gets hungry.
On to our next story. Late last night, multiple glass windows were found shattered at the Okumura Foods corporate headquarters.
Hey, this is that Okumura.
Other damages have also been reported, including the destruction of a statue depicting Mr. Okumura.
Wonder if someone's got a grudge against that guy.
However, there were no signs of a break-in. Identifying the culprit is expected to be difficult.
You think Mona charged in there by himself? Ugh, duh. Who else? Yeah. He may not seem like it sometimes, but he's totally a capable cat when he wants to be. Let's go to Okumura's palace tomorrow. I'll contact everyone. Alright. Morgana went into Okumura's palace. Is that true, Futaba? He did say he'd go alone. Does that mean he's in danger? The chances of that are highly likely. Yeah, we should all go in after him. The palace is most likely at their corporate headquarters. I'll look into it a little more. Alright, let's do it. We gotta look into those mental shutdown things too. I prefer a little more caution, but this is an emergency. Then we'll go tomorrow. Don't forget, everyone! Relegated to cafe. Okay, that's fine. Yes, mega fertilizer. There we go. More kindness. Alright. I should sleep somewhere. We can't do Jack. We can't do shit here because you're supposedly worried about Morgana. How can you, the gamer, be worried about the cat after the stunt he just pulled? If you feel sympathy for Morgana, I don't know what to tell you. I have absolutely no sympathy for him. Anyone who really understands storytelling in a game like this should understand the rage that people like myself and other gamers have when it comes to, you know, how Morgana treated us just now. We can't do jack shit. We can't raise our social stats in the cafe. If we're relegated to cafe, that's one thing. But we can't even go out into the cafe and, you know, read a book or watch a DVD. We can't do jack shit because we're supposedly worried about Morgana when, newsflash, most of us aren't. Most of us really don't give a shit about what happened to Morgana at this point. I know I certainly don't. Okumura Foods? Like that guy on the rankings? Apparently the windows at their office got busted. Whoa, what happened? That's scary. Was it the Phantom Thieves? No way. I want to put it past them. And we're all going in the palace just because we're supposedly worried about Morgana. Kill me.
I can't stop watching news about the Phantom Thieves.
Expected me to be sympathetic towards the cat after the stunt he just pulled? No way.
Hilarious.
Her and my sister's boyfriend's friend got a calling card.
Impossible.
All he does is dump overtime on me while he dashes off right at 5. What would that be like if they changed his heart? Well, they say you become the opposite of how you normally are, so I guess you become more open-minded, communicate better, and start taking initiative. He'd basically be as awesome as the president of Okumura Foods. Yeah, but Okumura is freaking corrupt, man.
Holy crap, this place is huge.
Yeah, no shit.
It is the headquarters of a large corporation, after all.
If anything, getting into the real building is impossible.
Mona seriously went to a palace based on somewhere like this?
Oh, so why are y'all discussing about this right out in the open? Come on.
It's definitely on a different scale than the ones we've dealt with previously.
Move closer to a wall or hide in the bushes or something. Don't stick out like a sore thumb like this.
I searched Okumura online. He's totally up to something. Don't you think he's guilty too?
I have no idea whether or not he's guilty, but we'll find out soon enough.
I'm positive I'm right.
We're here for Mona.
Don't fucking remind me.
I know. We gotta make sure we squeeze the juice on those mental shutdown things out of him too.
Hey, if it's not even obvious, I'm totally on Ryuji's side with the whole feud between him and Morgana. I'm Team Ryuji, 100%.
You said you found the palace keywords, right, Futaba?
The corporate HQ is outer space.
Huh? The hell?
Outer space?
Oh, so that's why it's called Big Bang Burger. Big Bang is space lingo, you know?
Not necessarily.
That distortion doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know Big Bang is space lingo, but once you actually enter the palace,
behind the store branch name came
you'll
from the
really
CEO
understand
himself.
why the distortion of outer space absolutely makes no sense
Outer space.
in the grand scheme of things.
How exciting.
We better be able to breathe once we get in there.
Is everyone ready? I'm activating it now.
Again, out in the fucking open. You're dumbasses. And look who showed up. And you could say I'm looking too deep into this, but with an RPG, one of the most important things is story. I think story is more important than the gameplay.
You're already considered
In an
threats?
RPG, in some cases. So
President
if I'm
Okumura must be on
overanalyzing
guard,
this
what with everything that's
more
been
than
in
I
the
would
news.
to like a platformer, then that's why.
That bastard. He's just causing more trouble for us.
Whoa.
It's as though we're in a film. I wish I brought my sketchbook.
Yeah, we're in space, but the outer space distortion still doesn't make sense. Mona might be in here somewhere, yeah? Come on, we gotta get looking for him. Alright.
Hey.
What is this? Let's see here. Looks like a lever for the elevator to me.
Alright.
Should be working now. For real? You're amazing, Oracle. That was nothing. It's certainly reassuring having you with us. Let's try using the elevator. Alright.
I have something.
Let's go. I didn't mean to open the door. I meant to get this thing. What's all that noise?
What is that?
Robots? There are tons of them.
They all have the Big Bang Burger logo.
They're saying something.
So these are workers, huh?
You must adhere to your shifts. If you don't like it, you can quit. However, you will not be compensated.
What are they talking about?
Oh shit.
They said it's being disposed of.
These robots are part of Okumura's cognition, correct? That means they represent...
Yeah. His workers.
True. That's what they appear to be externally. However, this is most likely how the workers of Okumura Foods are viewed by their CEO.
Right.
So he thinks they're his robots?
If they're treated like this in reality as well, then the company truly is exploiting them.
See? Okumura is a piece of shit, just like I said!
Mona is our main objective here.
Again, don't remind me. Bring up Mona's name and I will not be happy.
He doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby. Let's search further in.
Damn it.
Whatever. You can tell I have no sympathy for Morgana at this point, so if I'm feeling kind of apathetic to this whole thing, and yeah, that's why. I mean, seriously, like once you find out that he views his workers as robots, wouldn't it make more sense for this distortion just to be a big fucking factory? Like, why would the distortion be out of space? The distortion should be a factory that just so happened to be in space. That way, there could be a cooler twist on our exploration. Again, saying the distortion is out of space just doesn't make any sense to me. A factory in space? Now that's something. And that'd be cool. But this? I am definitely no happy camper. Give me a hologram. But of what? Wait, that's a hamburger bun. Oh well. And let's just keep going.
Huh? What?
Hold on a second, Joker. Oh. The door is closed. Is there any way by which we can open it? Performing biometric authentication.
This is...
What does he mean by that? Authorization error. Only registered personnel may proceed past this point.
Oh, this is...
This security system might be a bit of a problem.
What the hell's up with this?
You're not gonna force it open, Ryuji.
Look at it. There's no way we can force that thing open.
We've hit a blockade quite early, but we have to control the real Okumura's cognition to pass.
Oh, that means Mona hasn't been able to proceed any further either. So if he's here in the palace, he would have to be somewhere before this door.
In theory.
Oh, Vigilante?
Hmm?
Who's that?
Those clothes. Could she be?
Shit.
A black mask? Wait, is she the one Madarame and Kaneshiro were talking about?
So, she's the reason for all those people going brain dead? It was a girl this whole time?
What? No! No! You all jumped to conclusions way too fucking fast. Oh my god. I get drawing the black mask connection to other information, but seriously, does she really look like the kind of person who would kill someone? She is fluffy character. She is the fluffiest character in this entire game. Come on now. Y'all should be smarter than this.
Are you the one who has been following us?
Say something, damn it!
Come on. Come on.
Enough of your misunderstandings.
Why is his voice mysterious? We know exactly whose voice this is.
Mona!
It's that son of a bitch.
You're okay! Long time no see, Panther.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hasn't been that long.
If you came for the treasure, you should just go home with your tail between your legs.
Actually, we were looking for you.
The treasure will be taken by me, and this beauty thief.
What the fuck?
Beauty thief? I'll have you know she's a persona user too. My name is Beauty Thief.
She actually went by that. Good lord.
She really called herself that?
Now, granted, this is the one part of this whole 4-day clusterfuck that I actually enjoy. So, I actually do enjoy this, but this does not make up for the utter mess that is the rest of this part of the story. This part is enjoyable, though, I will admit.
Any tension that was in the air has just gone out the window.
Yep. Ooh.
We will take the treasure. Mona already said that.
Oh lord, come on now.
You are not qualified to be phantom thieves.
I know you ain't talking.
Do you even understand what it means to be a phantom thief? An admirable phantom thief is... Yeah, tell them! You, what do you think it means?
You are asking the leader of the Phantom Thieves what it means to be a Phantom Thief. You gotta be kidding me. When it comes to weak, I mean, come on.
Yes, that's...
There's two people here you don't ask that question to, what it means to be a Phantom. You don't ask me, and you don't ask Yusuke. Because me and Yusuke are probably the two people in this entire party who understand what it means to be a Phantom Thief the best. If you want to really ask that question and just prove that we're not qualified, point that question to someone like Ryuji. It would have been better for comedy's sake, and it would have made a lot more sense. Don't ask the leader, who really knows what it means to be a Phantom Thief.
You started it.
You did, to be fair. You did start this.
Mona, who the hell is she?
Wait, I'll fix this. You!
Me?
Learn to take a hint!
Fair enough. I do love Yusuke, but...
Huh?
That was a good one.
And you're very vulgar and very stupid.
Accurate. Fucking accurate.
What?
Oh boy. Wait, you skipped Futaba. You skipped Futaba.
What was it again?
Good lord.
You came all the way here just to say that.
I don't know. Kinda feels like she ain't dangerous at all.
We will take the treasure.
You really didn't think this through, did you, Mona?
You already said that.
Thank you.
We don't have time to chat.
No point, it won't open.
Don't underestimate us.
Don't underestimate us. My ass. The only reason you were able to open that door is because you had the fluffiest character by your side. Like, if the fluffiest character wasn't in the palace, which I still don't understand how she got in there in the first place, if she wasn't there by your side, Mona, you'd be stuck at this point too, so don't take the time here to boost your ego. Makes you look kind of pathetic. Oh shit.
Behind you!
Oh shit.
Here they come.
Huh? Huh? Snap out of it, we need to go! We'll meet up later at our usual spot. Let's hurry!
You really think Mona will actually come back to Leblanc?
Oh, hey.
Bet you're tired.
That was quite rough. I haven't felt exhaustion like this since I first awakened to my persona.
What have you been looking at all this time?
Sorry, I just didn't want to stand around and wait. The burglary at Okumura Foods is circulating the news again.
Oh, damn it. Why'd they keep coming after only me?
Because you're the easy target, dude.
It's all because little Miss Beauty Thief opened that door.
Right. Let's be honest. The only reason Mona was able to get past that point is because Miss Beauty Thief was there. That's the only reason. But why they keep coming after only Ryuji, even though I'm on Ryuji's side when it comes to this whole beef with Mona, is because the dude is dumb and kind of easy to make fun of.
That door most likely had a biometric authentication lock. So how'd she get it to open?
She would have to know Okumura, right? That'd be the only reason. Like, any authorized personnel, so that would mean, to me, based off an educated guess, either his workers, or robots, or someone close to him, be it a family member or whatnot. Those are the two things that come to mind, so given that she was not a robot in his cognition, therefore, she has to be a family member of Okumura. She has to be related to him at some point. Not some point, in some way. She has to be related to Kurikazu. How else will she be able to get the door open?
I wonder who that girl could be.
We were told that she's a persona user, correct? Do you believe it's true?
She looked like one, that's for sure.
Well, she did look like one.
Whether or not she can is a whole nother story, but she certainly looked like one.
Did Mona betray us?
Did he? Eh, probably. I would say he did.
No.
Based off his actions, I would say it was pretty close to a betrayal. Of a betrayal as it can get.
I don't think he's betrayed us. If he had, it'd make more sense for him to directly threaten us, such as exposing our identities.
Yeah, but who would believe a fucking cat, right? Who would believe a cat?
Either way, how the hell's Morgana related to that beauty thief?
Considering her tone and physique, she looked about our age.
I feel like I've seen her somewhere.
For real? Where at?
Are you two idiots?
At school, I think?
Are you guys idiots? Of course you've seen her before. Yeah, Queen, you've probably seen her at school, but Joker, Skull, and Fox should know who she is, at least judging by an appearance. You saw her on the bench in Hawaii! And the protagonist Ryuji each saw her watering the plants right in front of the school a couple weeks back. You should have been able to draw that connection. Good lord. Kill me.
Wait, what?
Kill me with this god-awful storytelling and just poor storytelling choices overall. Just shoot me right now.
But now that you mention it, I feel like I've seen her too.
You have.
Is she a student of Shujin?
Dumbasses. Of course she is.
I just feel like that's the case. She did have a mask on after all.
You should be able to tell, minus the mask. Put the mask and the other stuff aside. Her overall tone and physique. The fluffy hair, for one, should have been a dead giveaway. God, just the incompetence. It drives me up a wall.
The registry in the student council room has photos of every student. Let's check them all tomorrow. If we can figure out the identity of the beauty thief, that may help us regain contact with Morgana.
Futaba and I should further probe into Okumura Foods then. It'd be best if we investigate how sudden mental shutdowns are connected to them.
We're gonna take them down.
If they are. We're really going based off an assumption. We really have no proof between the connection between Okumura Foods and the mental shutdowns. Yes, yes, Okumura is a beneficiary of the mental shutdowns, but there's no active proof between Okumura and him actively causing the mental shutdowns. You see what I mean? Just because you may be a beneficiary from something doesn't mean you were the direct reason behind that thing occurring, you know? We're really just going off an assumption here. Things are really starting to heat up online. People are going on and on bashing Okumura Foods. Apparently they've been secretly using low-quality ingredients brought in from overseas. Furthermore, any employees who were suspicious of Okumura were let go without reason. That coupled with the mysterious death of a rival's company CEO. What's this all of a sudden? Things are going up in flames. I don't really get what kicked it off though. People have been coming up. Excuse me. People have been coming in after us too. They think we should just hurry up and punish them. Eh. Don't worry about it. Words are words. Fuck them, right? You've got a heart of steel. It's hard not to worry. It wasn't like this just a few days ago, though. Well, that's how... Welcome to the public. That's how quick public perception changes. It doesn't take long for the public to turn on you on a whim. Could there perhaps have been a whistleblower from within? Come on, we got even more reason to take Okumura down now. Can we really accept all of this information as truth, though? Either way, we need to do something about Morgana. See y'all tomorrow. Yep. That's that. So, that's 2 days done of this glorified mess of a story. Or, not really a story, because I still do think the overall story of Persona 5 is still very good. The overall mess of an arc is the better way to phrase it. Like, this entire arc is a clusterfuck. Like, outside of getting the beauty thief, we saw the beauty thief, right? She is my favorite girl. Spoiler warning. But outside of her, you can pretty much get rid of the entire Okumura arc and nothing would really be lost. Well, let me take that back. That's wrong. You could take the first few days leading up to the Okumura arc. You could take all of that away and nothing would really be lost, is what I meant to say. Because Okumura's arc is very important to the overall grand scheme of things. If you just took out like this 4-day chunk of September from, let's check the calendar here. If you took out this 4-day stretch from, well, if you took out September 13th all the way to September 17th, you take out that 5-day stretch, nothing really changes in the grand scheme of things, if we're being honest here. You could have changed that and done something else, or if you were going to make Morgana leave, you could have done it so that Morgana would come across as more sympathetic. I'm just saying, I don't like this 5-day stretch of the game at all. And it was one of the main reasons why I just put the game down for a while the first time around. It was just so bad. This arc is so bad. So an otherwise great game, I know you're gonna have pitfalls. You can't make every single minute of the story great. But this is just bad. Again, I'll put a link to the YouTube video I've referenced a lot in the description. He goes into this in much better depth than I ever could, and again, explains it better than I ever could, so I'll make sure to put his video in the description. But next time on Persona 5 Royal, we'll be looking into the beauty thief's identity, and hopefully talking some sense into our stupid cat, or should I say egotistical cat. And hopefully we can get him back in the party so we can actually get into Okumura's palace. So, see y'all tomorrow.